Hi, my stamping friends. It's Diane with It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If you have joined me through YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed so that you get notified when I go live and also when I do upload new videos. One thing, hit that bell and you'll get notified immediately. So welcome. It's Mystery Challenge Wednesday, and this one's another fun one. It just gets you thinking a little bit, gets you using different things that maybe you haven't used in your craft room. And that's the whole purpose of this is the way I used to do my mystery challenges was I would give you measurements and then I would tell you where to put it and everything else. But honestly, for me, it wasn't challenging me either. So I wanted to do this where I have the three clues for today, and it's mystery challenge number 95, I believe. And the three clues are polka dots, bright colors, and celebratory sentiment. So hopefully we'll see where you're going to go from that. I'm using a lot of stuff from the annual catalog, so it'll be kind of interesting to see what you guys use. Don't forget to put that in on my Facebook group. And then at that point, by putting it on my Facebook group, you can get entered in to win a draw for a stamp set or whatever else I'm giving out at that point. So, I love giving stamp sets away. I love doing that sort of stuff. So make sure that you do enter on my Facebook group. Now, another thing, if you do not live in Canada, I cannot give you a stamp set, but I can give you things that I've made. I can mail out to you. So I hope that you do partake in that. So anyways, let's get on down to the desktop here. So I've got a few dies here that I thought, well, we can use these dies in there as well. So like I say, polka dots. We're going to use a sentiment, a celebratory sentiment. The one I'm going to use is amazing from these new amazing thanks dies. It has amazing you. It has thanks. I'm just going amazing on it. I think that's going to be that'll be a good enough sentiment to put on there as well. I did go back to my stitched rectangles. I don't know about you guys, but this is one of those excellent dies that you can use over and over and over again. And this was another one, the Brilliant Wings. This card is made mainly with dies and paper. So it'll show you that it's really quite easy to put together. So can anybody guess what color that I chose for today? A bright color. I'm just wondering if anyone can figure out which one I would choose. I'll kind of let that go. Anyways, I decided to use the Designer Series paper, the 6x6 Designer Series paper from the All Together pack. Great paper, lots of polka dots in it. I have a choice of many different polka dots in there. So I thought this was a really good one to use. Now, other things that you could use for polka dots, I think the peach one has polka dots in it. Oh, Bermuda Bay. That's a good guess. We should put it this way. It's retiring. Can you think maybe from there? Other ones with polka dots in it are the Party Time Designer Series paper that you can get as a host gift. Hand Panned has a polka dot in it. So there's lots of different polka dots in there. So it's actually this one that I'm going to use today, this polka dot. I love this polka dot. It sings to me. I don't know why. I don't know. I'd hate to tell you what it is. Magenta Madness. You are right on, Marjorie. It is retiring. It is a bright color. It's brighter than the polished pink. And it's quite funny. I decided that I am going to go and oh my goodness, bright colors will be cheery. Yes. Well, how bright can they be when I'm going with Magenta Madness and black and white? It's going to be striking is what it's going to be, is what I'm figuring I'm hoping it's going to be. Anyway, so I didn't know whether or not if I should go with a black base or a magenta madness base. So there you go. And I have both of these like this. And I went, what am I going to do? And you know what? I decided that what I was going to end up doing, I believe, is I was going to stay with this particular one, and I'll leave this for another one. But black and white and any colors like that are really great for polka dots. Like I say, I went for very big polka dots in my card today. And you know what? I didn't even do an inside for the card, and that is unacceptable. So let me go. I have a white to put on the inside of the card, and I've got the rest of this polka dot ones to go on the inside. So I'll just go ahead and I'll trim that. I'm trying to decorate the inside of the card. I'm trying to remember to decorate the inside of the card. It's just that a lot of times when these cards are like that, they're changed for totally different reasons afterwards. So, you know, I'll do that by 5 1/4 inches. 4 by 5 1/4 will be the inside of the card. And then I'm also going to, this is going to be a landscape card. So I'm going to cut this maybe about 3/4 inch. Don't know if that's going to work, by 5 1/4. And maybe we'll put that in the inside. I don't know. We'll see how that works. This paper pack, it wasn't going to go that long, but because the rest of the suite that they came out with, you can't get because of the skin tone blends, that it's going to be extended. So that's kind of a fun sort of thing, knowing that that's going to be extended. All right. So what I did was I went and I have a bunch of this stuff all cut out here, and then we'll kind of worry about where we're going to put it and everything else. So I went and I cut these polka dots out, and I cut those out with the stitched rectangle dies. And then what I did was I turned around and I went and mounted it onto the magenta madness. So I'm just actually going to layer these on here. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to get that lined up in there. So just using glue because it gives me a bit of wiggle room. I don't know what this reminds me. It reminds me of something that maybe it reminds me of 101 Dalmatians. I don't know. But it's kind of fun. It's nice when you can mix up colors. I don't use this magenta madness that often. So it's kind of neat how it really is pretty. It really, really is. All right, so let's go and put this on there. I was prepared if I was going to change the base of my card to the black. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this onto our card base. Now this is 13.5. So half of 13.5 is 6.5. So I'm actually just going to mark this at 6.5. I've got the centimeters showing up here, so I'm just going to mark it. Do you use your grid paper for this sort of stuff? It's great to use your grid paper. So I'm just going to come in and just mark this because I want this part to be in the middle, and this is how I'm going to actually line this up. So I want that about in the middle, not about, in the middle. And, you know, at this point, I could raise this up, but I think I'm going to raise the other stuff up. So let me just go ahead and put this on there. So like I say, I'm going to just put that in the middle. And then that, by putting that in the middle, what it's doing is it's allowing me to, oh my goodness, I don't have that in the middle. Quite. I don't think that's even. 6.5. And oh, that's why it's not even. Whoops. So let me just put that like that. Yeah, that'll work better. Don't ask me why that didn't line up right. Then that allows me to actually put these in a position so that they're straight, right? How many times in these last videos have I been tearing up paper? My goodness. So I'm just going to put this here. And then we're just going to put this here. And I can see I don't have this quite even. So I am going to sit there and I'm going to trim this. Maybe I didn't measure this. There we go. So I'm just going to take this and trim this down. Do you do that when you make your cards? Oops. I'm just going to cut off a bit of this as well. And then I'm also going to trim some of this off. There we go. That should work. I don't think I measured this card. Oops. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that right in the center, like so. Now that kind of gives you wonky eyes, doesn't it? Anyways, now I can go ahead and put that down. It definitely would have been easier if I'd done it in inches as opposed to, you know what? Look at that. That needs to be trimmed. Ooh, I'm going to be sorry putting this into this trimmer. I'm going to be really sorry I did this. Okay. All right. Story of my life lately. All right, so this is just going to go in here. Like I say, this is not like a sketch challenge, so you don't have to use my measurements or anything. This would have been better for the inside to be 3 3/4 by 5 too then. All right, so then what I have is I thought, wow, this would be great. And I didn't know which way I should do this, so I'll let you answer that as well. I have this amazing. Should I put it on the pink with the black? Or should I do the black with the pink? Like so. I think this one would be best on there. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And this would have been a lot better if I'd used adhesive sheets as well. But I can get it on. We're going to let it sit for just a tiny bit. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I'm going to put it onto this black. It's terrible, but when I said, oh, that would be great, is to put parchment paper. Whoever came up with that idea is really good. And then Marjorie, you went and you said black with the pink. Both of them are black with the pink, so I'm not sure which way that you mean for that to go. So I'm going to actually do the pink on the black because I think that'll actually stand out a little bit better than the other way. All right, so I'm just going to put this on here. I can put them both on and then you can see. But I think kind of gets lost. Now, the beauty of these particular dies, we had some other dies and we still have them actually. And the one thing I always found so frustrating with them was that you had the dot on the eye totally got it, Marjorie. The dot was totally separate. This way they've attached the dot and I love it that way. right, so we're going to actually put that up, but kind of it doesn't quite have enough stuff. So I thought to myself, well, I can go ahead, and it's something I hadn't used in a while. I can go ahead and let's put a butterfly on here. Now, I could go ahead and put this color butterfly on there, and that would be like that. Or I could go to the other extreme and put the pink with these polka dots. And I thought these little tiny polka dots on here were really cute as well. So I don't know which one I want to do. We'll go ahead and I'll just put them both together, and then you can see. Okay, so let me just put this on here. If I don't use this on this card, I'll use this on another card. This will be really nice on another card as well. Same with this amazing, like that. So let me go ahead and put this on there. This would give it more unity, or make it look the same. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to come in with my bone folder. We are just going to lift this up. Just to let you know, for any of you that have graciously donated funds to our Red Cross, our fundraiser for our tutorial, we are up to 92, I believe, as of about 2 hours ago. So that was kind of neat. It's very neat, actually. We really do appreciate it. The tutorials are starting to be sent out. I have to send out today's tutorials. I haven't done them yet, the ones that have paid today, but I did send out the ones that had paid up to there. And that's amazing too, because we didn't have plans on getting that tutorial done until the 21st. So, all right, just coming in with my mini dimensionals, and let's pop this one up. Another thing I could have done with this was I could have used those adhesive sheets, except that they're white, or yeah, they're white, not adhesive sheets, the foam sheets, but they're white. So that would show underneath this card. So that's why I went with the black dimensionals. And let's put another one over there. Oh, I know why it's sticking on my finger. It's because I have glue on it. You like this one, but to me, it's like sending mixed messages. I don't know. It's more polka dots. I might even change it afterwards, right? Okay, so this is just going to go on there. I can't wait to see what you're doing with it. I can't wait to see, because of this way that this mystery challenge is done, it's totally amazing how different they all show up. Okay. Now what I can do here too is I can cut this. Yeah, I think they're both pretty, you know, like let's do it this way, because then that way I'm really doing the polka dot theme, right? So I'm just going to come in and cut off this edge, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. I love these polka dots. I really, really do. Maybe that's the reason why you got polka dots in your theme today. I kept thinking about these. There we go, like that. And then, like I say, I've got those for other cards. And then, of course, what we have to do is we have to come in and embellish, right? So, oh, and I've got to put this in there too. So, you know what? I think I would really, really like to cut this down. And I really like that idea of the parchment paper on here. I think that's an amazing idea. I got to remember that. I do have wax paper. I don't have parchment paper down here. I want to make this 3 3/4. What a great idea. Got to remember that tip. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to go and clean off my my trimmer. 3 3/4 by 5. I like that, how that is on the inside. And then this one would have to be 5 inches as well. There we go. All right. So I think we'll put that right down along there. And at this point, when it's amazing, you could go and you could put I celebrate you or whatever you want to put on the inside up there. I'm going to come back in with that. Oh, thank you. Oh, those dies are really kind of nice. They're easy that if you don't use the adhesive sheets, it works out okay on there. So you know, somebody went and asked me where I get some of my ideas. Honestly, I will tell you that one way where I get my ideas is I go right to my stamp set and I say, okay, I'm going to use this stamp set, or I'm going to use this paper. And that's how the card develops. That's how this one came. I wanted to use the amazing. I wanted to use bright colors. And I think Marjorie went and said I was going to use Bermuda Bay. Bermuda Bay was my top color that I was going to pick. But anyways, yeah. So there's my, oh, no, now we have to put some embellishments on it. And you know, these iridescent rhinestones will be the best to go on here. And I can use the big ones on here as well. They're going to pick up any color that I put on there. So I'm going to, let's just really pop that up. And I'm using the big ones, all the big ones. There we go. So got some bling on there. We've got some 2 kinds of polka dots on there. I've got bright colors, and I've used the celebratory sentiment on there. So awesome. So do me a favor, share my card, give me the thumbs up. It helps my algorithms on my YouTube and also on my Facebook. And if you want, I would love to have you enter, put a card using the polka dots, bright colors, and a celebrating sentiment. Put it onto my Facebook group that will be attached. If you are in the Facebook group, you'll see where it is. You just go under albums or just go hashtag mystery challenge number 95. And if you are in YouTube, there is a link below that has my Facebook page group on there as well. So like I say, have a great day. I hope that you'll participate. What's coming up? Tomorrow is my What Now series. I kind of gave you a bit of a sneak peek of something that I'm going to show you tomorrow. But it'll be, you've got something in your crafting room, you've got something in your studio, and I'm going to show you other uses that you can have for it. So hopefully you can extend and do more with your crafting stuff. So have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.